what up? So you guys, today I wanted to show you this everyday spring makeup look. I really like how simple this makeup look is. I like how fresh and how glowy it is. Typically I am not one for like super simple makeup. Y'all know I love my full coverage, full glam, but for every day this is definitely something that I would do for work, because y'all know I can't do too much for work. But yes, I really do like just how fresh and springy this makeup look is. I feel like the products that I use definitely scream spring. So yeah, I'm not even wearing lashes. Like, who am I? Who is this girl? She's not even wearing lashes. I'm wearing eyeshadow though, because y'all know I'm not gonna skimp on the eyeshadow at all. So I definitely did some eyeshadow, but there's no lashes. So I hope y'all enjoy this really easy, really simple everyday spring makeup look. I hope it gives you some inspiration. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. So as per usual, I'm going to start with my eyes. So I'm going to prime them, and I'm going to be using this Smashbox Photo Finish eyeshadow primer. This one is more of a translucent eyeshadow primer. Y'all know I love to usually go in with one that has a bit of a tint, but for every day, it's not necessary for me. I can use a translucent one and then still get, you know, like a really pretty natural type of eyeshadow look. So I just blend that all in with my finger. And surprise, surprise, I'm not gonna set it with translucent powder. Y'all know I always do that, but this eyeshadow primer is actually self-setting. And then I'm going in with a cream product on my lid, so I don't wanna mix in like a cream on top of a powder, even though you can do that with the eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna be using. I just don't wanna mix in a cream with a powder. So once I feel like this has set, I'm gonna be using my Patrick Ta, wow, you can see my dirty vanity, but I'm gonna be using my Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. This is the original one. I love this palette. Y'all can see mine is pretty used and loved. The first shade I'm gonna go into is this one right here, and it's like a warm matte with some shimmer. I absolutely love that shade. Sometimes for like a really quick, easy makeup look, I will put that one all over my crease as well as all over my lid, and it just looks good. I love the shimmer that it has, and I actually really like how putting a shimmer in my crease looks, so I love that shade. And you can like really see the shimmer, especially in the sun. It's so pretty. By the way, ignore my lace, y'all. It's not lacing today, but I'm gonna get it together when I do my foundation. I'm gonna blend it in a little bit more. But yeah, just put that shade all in your crease. And then next I'm gonna go in with the lightest cream eyeshadow in this palette, and I'm just gonna use my finger to apply it. I love using the cream shadows from the Patrick Ta palettes, like even his second one. I love using that lightest cream shade. It is so pretty. And they do a really good job at like holding on to the shimmers from his palette. So I would definitely use the eyeshadow creams as a base if you guys haven't done it, because they work really well. And sometimes I will even put this cream all over my lid as like a one shadow type of look, because you see how natural it looks. It kind of pretty much looks like my natural eye color. And really and truly, you can kind of leave it here and just be as simple as this. But because y'all know I love a little extra sparkle and shine, I am gonna take this brown shimmery shadow right here, and I'm just gonna put that on the center of my lid. I'm not gonna do too much, but I'm also gonna bring it up to my crease, because again, like I said, I like seeing a little bit of shimmer in my crease. I feel like it just really makes the whole look effortless and just soft. And then I'm also gonna take this shade right here, this really shimmery kind of peachy shade, and I'm gonna put that one on top for even more sparkle and shimmer. And this one kind of makes your eyelid look a little wet, so I love using that one as well. And you guys see how it's just really soft, really pretty. It's not doing like too much. It's literally just like a really soft and pretty eyeshadow look. So that's basically it for the eyeshadow. I am going to take my Urban Decay Whiskey eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. I've gone through multiples of these because it's like the perfect brown. And I am gonna put that in my waterline, and I'm also gonna kind of smudge it on my top lash line as well. And it definitely keeps the eye look really soft. And I'm not gonna be doing any lashes for today's video. Who am I? I really haven't been wearing a lot of false eyelashes, if I'm being honest, like even on the weekends, and y'all know that's usually my time when I wear my false lashes. But it's because I have been loving my mascaras, like the mascaras that I have been using, which I am gonna do a current favorites video. Like I'm gonna do a full face of makeup favorites, but then I'm also gonna do a current favorites where I talk about like all my body care, makeup, everything. So yeah, you guys are gonna see my favorite mascaras in those videos. videos, but for today, I'm going to be using my Morphe Mascara Lash Primer. I talked about this one in my top 22 makeup products of 2022. And then I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, but this is their chocolate version. I literally just bought a backup of this product during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because I cannot be without that mascara. It is so good. Like, it's the original Better Than Sex mascara formula, but it's just in a dark brown mascara color, and I'm obsessed with it, you guys. Like, I'm obsessed. I feel like it just gives enough definition, but your lashes still look very, very voluminous and they look separated, but it's not a harsh black color. I don't know, I just really have been loving it. And don't get me wrong, I still love using black mascaras, but for every day, for work, especially when I do these type of looks that are just like really, really natural and simple, I love using that mascara. Oh, I actually forgot to show y'all my favorite brow bone highlights. So I do highlight my brow bone with this one particular color. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this color, but it's coming from my Dior palette. This is the Amber Neutrals palette, and it's this shade right here. It's like this satin peachy shade. So what I like to do is I like to take my brush and spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Because it's a satin, it's not like super, super shiny. So I like to wet it with Fix Plus, and then I just like to go over my brow bone. And do y'all see how it just adds the prettiest touch like to my brow bone? I love using it for that. Sometimes I forget that step because I haven't really been highlighting my brow bone a lot, but when I do it, I always just like how the light catches that shade. It's like the perfect shade for my skin tone for a brow bone highlight. And then I'm probably gonna put that on my inner corners too once I'm done with the face. But we're gonna move on to how I actually do my face. So especially for work, while yes, I want my face to look natural because of the profession that I'm in, I want it to look very youthful and glowy and, you know, natural, but I also want it to be long wearing because why would I want my makeup sliding off of my face during the day? So I'm gonna spray my face first with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and this one is the White Tea of Bali. I don't know what it is, but I like this one a lot more than the original, and I think this one was limited edition because it came in that 2-pack set that they had during the holidays, and I don't see them selling it as an individual product, so I'm not sure, but I feel like this one works better than the original. For my actual primers today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then I'm going to be pairing that up with the Matte Putty Primer. So the Power Grip, we all know and love this primer. It's going to grip my makeup. It's going to grip everything that goes on top of it. But then the Matte Putty Primer is going to mattify my skin because, as y'all can see, my skin is definitely shiny. And like I said, I do want it to look youthful and glowy for work because that just makes it look more natural, look more skin-like. But I still need it to hold on. Like, I still need it to be on my face, okay? So let's take that. I take about like a pump and a half of this because I don't need a whole lot. And I just spread it everywhere. And you gotta give this a second to like get tacky. I like to smooth it all in just to make sure that it's like evenly distributed on every part of my skin before it starts to dry down and get tacky. And then I just like to let it dry down anyway because I'm going over it with another primer, so I have to wait for it to like actually do its thing before I go in with the other primer, or I might like mess up my whole entire makeup look. So after using those primers, I'm also going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and this is just to further give my skin more of that natural type of glow, that natural type of finish. And how I know the gripping primer is doing its thing is because trying to spread this putty primer all over my face, like it's hard to do because it's like sticking in places, but that's okay because like I said, I'm just using this for like oil control. I don't need to spread it all over my entire face. I'm just gonna apply the e.l.f. Halo Glow to the high points of my face because I kind of just use this to give my skin like a natural glow, you know what I'm saying? I don't use it for coverage or anything like that. And then for my foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. This actually performs like a foundation and not a serum in my opinion. Like, I think it performs like a foundation. Maybe it's because of, you know, how much I put on, but I don't know. I really like it. And then I like applying it with a brush or a sponge. I think either method works really, really well for this foundation or tinted serum. And then I'm gonna blend my lace. See how it just like completely blended my lace in? I just needed to put a little bit of foundation over it. So I do like how natural this product looks, but I also like the way that it dries down. I feel like it like kind of sets, but you still have like a nice little glow to the skin. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer, and I like using this one because it's a natural finish concealer, but it's full coverage. We love some coverage over here. The only thing I can say about this concealer is that the packaging sucks because it breaks and it leaks. And I'm not the only person who has complained about that. Like, look at my concealer now. It's hella leaking. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be setting it with the Morphe Bacon Set Loose Banana Powder. I love this powder. It's like one of my favorites in my collection. And then I'm gonna be setting my entire face with my Laura Mercier Medium Deep Translucent Powder, just to give my skin like a natural airbrush finish. When I do like my everyday makeup, I don't necessarily have to use a powder foundation to add more coverage and set my liquid foundation. Using a loose one like this that doesn't add much coverage is good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this out with my sponge. Okay, so this is essentially what my face looks like with all the concealer blended out. I'm gonna blend out my creases, and then I'm gonna set with that powder using my little Beauty Blender puff sponge. I love using this thing. I just feel like you can't go wrong using this. It sets everything so well, so flawlessly. It makes my under eyes look absolutely flawless. Really, it makes my entire face look absolutely flawless. So now I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face with just a big fluffy powder brush. I would use my Laura Mercier blurring powder because y'all know I love that one, but I don't know. It's kind of like I'm saving that one. I like to use it for like full glam and special occasions because I just freaking love that powder. It blurs my skin so well. I mean, this one does a good job at making me look flawless and airbrushed as well, but it's nothing like the Ultra Blur powder. I even swatched both of the powders on my hand to like see if there's really a difference between this one and the Ultra Blur. There's a big difference. If you have like the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder and then the original setting powder, swatch them on your hand and you'll see a difference. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer because I have to bronze my skin. I cannot not bronze. And for that, I'm gonna be using my Morphe Glamour Bronze Bronzer. Yes, this is discontinued, but Morphe still sells their bronzers. It's just not gonna be in this particular packaging, but I love this bronzer so much. It's so pigmented, but it just looks so natural. I just fluff it on my nose. Y'all see how snatched that looks? Period. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and like stamp in that powder and make sure everything on my face is seamless. Okay, so for my blush, I'm using one of my favorites. This is NARS Orgasm X. I cannot stop using this blush. I'm obsessed with it. I feel like it's a year-round blush for me. I just love it so much, and it gives like the perfect glow to my skin. It's so pretty. And like you can build it up and make it super intense and heavy. Like I'm gonna be wearing this all spring, all summer. It's so pretty. Okay, so usually for work, I don't do highlighter. And if I do, I put the highlighter underneath my foundation so it can kind of give a glow. Since the blush already has a lot of glow, and then you can still see the e.l.f. Halo filter, I'm not going to add any highlighter. So I'm actually going to do my lips, and then I will go and do my lower lash line and everything off camera. And then I'll come back and show you guys my completed makeup look. So for my lips, I'm actually going to use one of my favorite lip liners of life. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys that what was on my lips was my Milani Keep It Full Max Bombshell Plumping Lip Balm. This is definitely one of the best dupes I found for the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. The Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme will always be my baby, but I took a little bit of a break from it, and I've been using this Milani one, and as y'all can see, it is literally almost gone. Like, it's so good. I would highly recommend this if you don't want to spend the money on the Too Faced, but I'm gonna spend the money on the Too Faced. I just got backups of it during the 21 Days of Beauty. But anywho, this lip liner is one of my favorites because it's the perfect brown for my skin tone. It's like such a neutral brown shade. It's not too dark. It kind of just contours my lips perfectly. Like, it's literally like the color of my natural outline, but I could build it up to be more pigmented. I love this lip liner. I will keep buying it. By the way, it's in the shade Saucy Toffee. So for the lips, I keep it simple. I do a lip liner and then I do a gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Amber. This is what it looks like. It's more of their opaque formula, so it's gonna give color, but it's still gonna have that nice shine, and it's gonna be super natural on the lips. So that's what it looks like. Like I said, I'm gonna go and finish off the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so I am back. This is the end result of my spring everyday makeup look. I think it looks so good. I'm super happy with it. For my lash line, all I did was put the crease color from the Patrick Ta palette, put that under there. For my inner corner, I did use the same shade that I used to highlight my brow bone, and look just how it catches the light. Super pretty. For my bottom lashes, I used the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. I'm obsessed with this. I already have a full size and another travel size backup ready for me on standby. That mascara is A1. And then I sprayed my face again with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So what y'all think? Everyday spring makeup look, I love it. And surprisingly, I am not missing my lashes. I think that, you know, my lashes look pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But yes, this is definitely something that I would wear every single day. It's simple, but it's still very pretty and glowy and eye-catching. Just a really nice makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this makeup look. I hope that it inspires you to do something really nice for spring, really cute, really girly, really feminine, all of that. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed it. If you're new, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification, so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.